Hello. I am Genny Jones, aka the Confident Queen. You're probably thinking, oh, look at her all dressed up in her lovely, fine attire. What I do, I help charities who support groups by delivering my unique workshop, which is called Escape to Happiness Island, to relieve stress and feel good. Also do the same thing for companies as well. So companies will contact me and they say, oh, Genny, can you do like a 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something to boost staff morale, especially now because of COVID-19. So I will do this happiness and well-being session. So normally when people see me like this, they think, oh, wow, she's so happy. She's so great. But obviously there's a story to this, which I'll tell you later on. But really, the whole idea of Escape to Happiness Island sessions is for people to come into those sessions using their imagination and all their senses. So imagine you're in an island. When we get into the island, we sing, we dance, we do meditation, we do a bit of mindfulness. So we really use all our senses and we create this feeling of, I am here, I'm with my friends, forget whatever is going on, and we just have really good fun. Now, when people come to this session, it's really amazing what happens. I did a session for a group the other day, and when we finished, somebody said to me, oh, Genny, I really felt we've been on holiday because I really made us imagine ourselves being on the airplane, imagine ourselves being on the island and just having fun. So people feel refreshed, they feel connected, and they feel they've achieved something. Because what I do as well, when we've gone to our happiness island and all the singing, dancing, I give them a little token, which is a reminder of the day. It's a reminder for them. So when they go back home, they can say, oh, wow, there's that little book. When I was in Happiness Island, I had fun. This is what we did. So it's an anchor for people to have something that they can refer to. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is really to do with my story. So in 2003, I went through a really rough time, really. It was the time when I was divorced. And at that particular time as well, I was left with two toddlers to look after. And a couple of weeks later, I was made redundant. I had so much debt. And I was like in a place that was so dark, so miserable because I also allowed the negative things that some people said to drag me down. You know, when people start whispering, oh, you're a bad mother. Why did you divorce? It was all your fault. Da, 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 da. It gets to you. And I felt so low and down. So I would go out in the morning and everyone will see me, oh, happy, happy Genny. But when I came home, I would cry myself to sleep. Once the children slept, I would go in my bed, curl up, and then I would cry myself to sleep. And the pillow would be soaking wet with tears. And that happened for a while. It took me about 5 years locked up in that pretense that everything was fine, depressed, feeling down, not knowing if there was light at the end of the tunnel. But one day I remember seeing something on television and that changed my life. I was reading about someone and how the same thing happened to them and the things they did to change their life. So I decided that day to stop pretending that everything was okay. I've got a large family and they could help. So I opened up to my mom, my cousins, and I got a lot of help from mine, the Samaritans, you name it. I was phoning everybody who I could because I knew when I looked at my children that there was hope. So when I regained my confidence and I became that happy person again, I thought to myself, I need to do something to help other people. So many people go through what I go through and they don't come out of it. Sometimes they end up on drugs, sometimes they end up with mental health issues, but I came out of it for a reason. And I always say to people, I use my pain to be a gain to help other people. So I created this persona. So when you see me dressed like this, It is Confident Queen. So Confident Queen is a persona. Confident Queen was a person, or is a person that goes out there full of life and good vibes and wanting to help people. So I create my persona, Confident Queen. And then what I did, I also wrote this book called Crown of Smiles. It's called Crown of Smiles because I believe that when I was going through my stuff, I had this crown of sadness in me. So now I say to people, put down your crown of sadness and put on your crown of smiles. And in this book, Crown of Smiles, is a self improvement book. It tells you a bit of my journey and what I went through, but it also gives you tips on how I cope with isolation, how I cope with loneliness, how I cope with people stigmatizing you that, you're a single parent, blah, blah, blah. But also, it tells you some of the funny things that happened to me as well. So I saw the book as a way of helping other people, especially women who are going through the same thing that I'm going through, to give them hope and to say there are blank pages in the book as well for you to write your own thoughts and how you too can bounce back and be a better version of yourself. So most of my work tends to be with charitable organizations who run support groups. So for the Carers Hub, or it could be Age UK, anyone who runs a support group, I go there for 10, 15 minutes and I take people away from all the issues that they're going through. We go into this world of happiness and we create a situation where we sing, we dance, we connect, and we feel good. One of the things I also do is one-to-one session because I find that some people don't like to go to groups. Some people prefer a one-to-one session. So a lady called me the other day and said, Jenny, I'm feeling a bit low. What should I do? So I said, why don't you organize a 30 minutes chat with me? And by the time she came, we were on the phone talking about things in general. When the 30 minutes was finished, she felt so good. He said, Jenny, how can I continue with this? I said, well, you can book me for 6 session one-to-one coaching, or why not come to my Facebook Live events that I do? Just 15-minute slots I do in my Confident Queen page on Facebook, where I just share with you tips for everyday life. And then I do fun things because my thing is about having fun. Because as well as being Confident Queen, my other side or my serious persona is Genny Jones, the accountant, because that's my background. I mean, I do accountancy stuff in terms of teaching people how to use things like QuickBooks, etc. But that's not my main focus. For this year, 2021, I've said to myself, the accountancy is going to be like 20% of my time, but the 80% of my time, this is me, Confident Queen. I want to use my book, the Crown of Confidence, and the workshops that I run to help people to empower themselves and be the best version of themselves. Everyone deserves to be happy. Everyone deserves to be feel good. Yes, there's going to be some days when you feel, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. But what I do is to give you the tools to wake up each day and say, you know what, no matter what comes my way today, I can handle it. And if you want to find more about me, you can check my website, www.confidentqueenjenny.com, and it's Jenny with a G. I'm on Twitter as well at confident_queen. I'm on Instagram as Confident Queen Jenny. Or if not, just Google me, Genny Jones Confident Queen. So Jenny with a G. So thank you very much for taking your time to watch this, and I hope to see you soon in any of my social media platforms, or you could also buy a copy of my book, Crown of Smiles. Put down your crown of sadness and put on your crown of smiles. Thank you very much.